Wichita Falls. The girls arrive at the arena, and although the rodeo grounds look muddy and empty for now, tonight they'll be packed with fans anticipating the ladies' bronc riding.
Ladies, welcome to Wichita Falls, Texas, tour stop number 3. Had some hard luck on tour stop number 2 on Poteet, but now had a month off. You guys ready to do it again?
Oh, yeah.
Always, yeah.
Awesome. So we had a little bit of rain. Not gonna be a dry, dusty arena like you've been used to. It's gonna be a little bit muddy. But if you guys are ready to play in the mud, it's all game. So, the first person is?
Brittany Miller.
Brittany, pick your horse.
No cheating.
No cheating.
Bar 20, Oklahoma Crazy.
That horse has been ridden by Billy, but she was bucked off.
A little bit of sideways, a little bit of trashy back and forth. You'll ride the heck out of him.
There you go. Who do we have next?
Randy Gibbs.
Rainey?
Bar 17, Oklahoma Flower.
That's
Oklahoma
the
Flower.
paint that I got on my first exhibition in Graham.
Oh, really? Everybody's talking up the horses, and that messes with you a little bit, you know?
We have Billy.
Dun.
1125 floppy ears.
I got that one last night.
All right,
Rainey's
floppy
horse from
ears.
last
Yeah.
night.
She's kind of strong, but she's easy to get with.
Okay, and Sarah?
Round jacket.
That's your horse from last night.
There you go.
Yeah, that's your horse
Perfect.
from
Let's get
last
him
night.
again.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
yes.
Today I have the same horse as I had last night, and I blew a stirrup on him and was hanging off the side for quite a while. It was pretty sloppy. I think today if I just stay square, I think I'll be able to ride him pretty well. Get a good rematch in.
Who's last?
Duke.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Bar 54, Spotfire, AKA Leg Breaker.
That's a rematch.
I think there's going to be a little bit of a grudge match with Duke and her horse from Graham.
When I was in Graham, I had a little bit of a tough time the first night. My Bronc posted me on the gate, which means he basically took my leg off on the gate hinge. That was not fun, actually cracked my kneecap, but it's healed up now and I'm good to go. So that's gonna be interesting.
Well, girls, you got your horses. Everybody feel comfortable?
Yep.
Sure.
I'm excited.
Rock on. Best of luck.
The girls are doing everything they can to support each other.
All right, so I know in Poteet, my rein was way, way, way too short. I did
Yeah.
not measure it correctly at all.
Did you have it in the ring or in the throat?
I had it in the ring.
Down here? Okay.
I mean, I know that horse took his first jump out and it just pulled me down and I was done for.
Yeah, and until you figure out how to slide rein, you're probably gonna do that, because I could slide rein,
Yeah.
and then.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
So if you're here, you have someone hold its head, hold it pretty tight. I mean, you don't want to just sit here and go like
Stretch it
that,
out, yeah.
but you don't want a lot of slack in your rein. So when you're measuring your rein, you can take an average. I take my average right at the center point of my horn. When you measure your rein, pick your average and be consistent with it, or just measure their eye.
All right, well, I thank you for the help. Good luck tonight.
Brittany just brought it to my attention that we both ride the same way, likely because I ride bulls and you rope. We gotta work on it a little bit because that's obviously our style, but we do need to get more back.
That's something I'm trying to work on
Yeah, me
want to
too.
fix because that's not going to work with everything. There's going to be some
No.
horses that's not going to work with. So what do you do to prep before you ride? Is there anything you do?
Most of my preparation is mental. I don't know
Me too.
about you, but mentally, I just gotta find that spot where I'm like, all right, not getting bucked off. This is what I'm not gonna do. I'm not going over the front.
That was the first one last night where I was really able to think through my ride, which made me happy.
That's a
Even though it
big
was very
deal.
sloppy, I thought about it.
That's a big step. Well, good luck.
Let's get something done. Get
Yeah,
some
let's
food
go
in our
do it.
stomachs.
Let's eat.
The thing about rodeo, the thing about the bronc riding community, is the values it espouses. We let these horses be who they are at their essence. There's no micromanagement involved. Of all the horses that are domestic and kept by man, the bucking horse is the closest to wild and free, and he performs in the most natural setting a horse can perform. You see him out here in the rodeo arena, that's when they're at work. But think about it. When a horse is born, the first thing he does is finds his feet, has a little run around, and he'll jump up in the air and buck. That's nature's way. Everything that a horse does beyond that is something that we've taught him and asked him for.
For bucking horses to succeed in rodeo work, their success begins with the breeder at an early age. As co-owner of the Bucking Horse Breeders Association, Steve Stone's love of bucking horses led him to launch the organization, dedicated to the preservation of these fine equine athletes. When he's not working horses, Steve tours the country as a bass player for the Casey Donahue Band.
I can tell you this, even though I've been playing music for a living for the past decade or so, I'm a way better farrier than I am bass player.
Yeah.
We'll buck 2 or 3 colts today. 2 of them will be just weanlings. They're not even a year old. We won't buck them very long, but we just want to see if they've got some kick to them, if they want to buck. Clicker here in my pocket, so that's a remote control dummy. You're all right, Bubba. It's not hurting these horses to buck them. They're bred to buck. They want to buck, the same way a racehorse wants to run. Now, this is going to happen kind of quick, because once we get him pulled, we're going to go.
Yeah.
Flank, flank on.
Barely had any flank.
Yeah.
And that was barely any flank. First trip.
The girls are ready for one of their biggest rodeos yet.
This is the #1 rodeo to go to. It ought to pay about $1,000 to win for the first. So there's a week's salary can be made in about 8 seconds. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be a scoring rodeo, not a who rode their horse rodeo.
They really want to cover. They're fighting for this, and they're going to show the boys how it's done.
You're here to ride a bronc. You're not here to just get on and fall off. This isn't a practice. This is the real deal.
The biggest challenge I believe I'll have to face when I ride tonight is obviously the bronc that I'm up against, Spot Fire, bar 54. It's a mental game right now. I'm just trying to figure out where I need to be mentally to not end up eating the mud.
Make it right, Duke. Go on, Duke.